Dropbox.
Yeah.
Well, we welcome Barry Malek now from County National Bank that's going to give us some tips and not tricks, but just some good old advice on how to get prepared for retirement. Welcome.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Good morning.
Nice to see you.
This can be one of those things that's intimidating and scary to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes people shy away from it, kind of like they do estate planning, and then some people embrace it. I try to get everybody to look at it in a positive light and look at it in a hopeful way. And, as we look at retirement planning, things have changed so much in the last 30 or 40 years because most companies used to have a pension plan, which was called a defined benefit plan. But that's transition. It's transition now to defined contribution plans, which people know as 401k, 403b. But the onus now is on the employee. And so that responsibility, you got money going in, you're putting in, the employer often matches, but the outcome at the end is not a guaranteed benefit like it used to be.
What are the types of employer-sponsored retirement plans that are out there right now?
Good question, Andy. There's 401k. That's typically for your for-profit businesses.
Okay.
403bs are for nonprofits or public schools, private schools, that type of thing. And then you have 457 plans, which are for government organizations.
Okay.
And then you have other plans such as simple plans. Those are plans and SEP plans, simplified employee pension plans. Those are for smaller companies just starting. They want to start out with a retirement plan. They don't have a lot of resources, but they want to get a plan going.
Yeah.
So Andy and I both help run small businesses here in Jackson. What are some of the advantages to us offering some type of a SEP for our employees?
Yeah, I mean, that's so important. For the small business owner, that's going to be the tax benefits.
Okay.
There's tax deductions that are involved. And often, once your business is up and running and you're successful, your income, hopefully, if you're blessed, is going to go up. Well, you want to be able to shelter some of that from taxes. And that can often be a problem for business owners. So you get those deductions. On top of that, for a small business that's just starting a plan, with the Secure Act 2.0, you get a nice tax credit. So 50% tax credit up to $5,000 for the startup costs of getting a plan up and running.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, interesting. If I'm just starting my career out, how soon should I start thinking about retirement and putting money in?
Right away.
Immediately.
Yeah, if you're 18, if you're 20, when I'm getting out to company plans and I'm doing employee education meetings, I really stress to the younger people, think about it now, because what's happening is you have time on your side. Even if you're only putting $5 a week or per pay in there, that's like a small snowball.
Yeah.
And we all made snowmen as a kid, or we do it with our own kids or nephews. And when you're doing that, you start out with that small snowball, but you don't know how fast it starts to grow over time. And that's the same thing that happens with compound return. You start out a little bit, and as you get into your higher earning years, and sometimes once you get a home and you have kids, that tightens up. But as you can afford it, have a budget and put that money aside first. Pay yourself first, as they say. And that's really going to make a difference down the road. Personal story, I started out working myself through college for UPS.
Okay.
And I was working part-time, and then I went to full-time for a period, but I was encouraged by my supervisor. Hey, we have a 401k plan, we have a thrift plan, put money into it. I'm so glad I did, because that gave me that head start with that snowball that really helped when I got into my years when I could put more in.
Nice. Are you seeing a lot of changes in saving habits these days?
Yeah, sometimes for some people. There's something called behavioral finance, and it has to do with the way people on a behavioral or emotional level treat money or think of money. And it really depends on the individual. But I think there's more of a consciousness now, with Dave Ramsey and other key people out there bringing it top of mind to people. It's helping people think more about it. But I'm always stressing it to the employees or the employers to think about this. It's so important.
How can we prioritize savings right now when maybe there's a little inflation on some of the things that we're used to buying daily?
Yeah, good question. You know, I have a budget worksheet that I like to go through with clients and plan participants. And starting out with that budget's so important because, I mean, you know, I've worked through mine numerous times, and you look at areas where you don't realize you're drifting and you're spending more money. And it could be things like just shopping your insurance occasionally, or it could be things like, wow, I'm eating out a lot. I'm going out and I'm spending money on whether it be coffee or whether it be meals. And you look at that and you can trim it back. And if you can trim that back here and there and allocate that money toward your retirement, toward that nest egg, that puts you much further ahead.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like I'm underprepared. Is
Right.
it ever too late to get started?
Yeah, that's a
Never
great
too
question.
late.
Yeah.
No, never too late. And the nice thing is the way the rules work now for 401k plans, for simple plans, if you're over age 50, you can put additional money in, extra $1,000 into your IRA.
One perk that I have that you don't.
That's right. You are slightly over 50.
In a simple plan, an extra $3,500 a year. And if you're age 60 to 63, there's additional money you're allowed to put
Nice.
in.
Okay.
So it helps you get caught up if you haven't done that. But for the employer, it's so key in this competitive job market to try to, competitive employers getting employees, when I say job market, it's so hard to attract and retain good talent. And it really is incumbent to have some type of a retirement plan, if not for a moral, ethical perspective, from just a wise business perspective to keep those people. Because a lot of people won't even consider a company that doesn't have a plan nowadays.
And you can help our local businesses if they don't have something in place, or if they have something and maybe they want to tweak it. You can help evaluate that and put something into place?
Absolutely, yeah. We can help a business get a plan started, and we do benchmark reviews. So we'll review. It's so important for the employer. It's common that people will have a plan in place 5, 10, 15 years, and they've never benchmarked or reviewed it. And what happens is you have a fiduciary responsibility as the plan sponsor to make sure that that plan is efficient, that it's functioning well, that you have an adequate menu of investment options for your employees. But you know, what happens is the expenses will be way out of whack. So we'll find expenses haven't been reviewed, the marketplace has changed, and you're paying way too much. And you can avoid liability, you can avoid you know, legal action, lawsuits, and unfortunately that happens typically to bigger companies, but it happens out there. So you want to make sure that those things are in place and you're doing your due diligence, and we can review that, expenses, performance, efficiencies.
What a great partnership you offer with that.
Barry,
Thank you.
Barry, if someone wants to talk to you and CNB, what's the best way to go about it?
Yeah, the best way is to give me a call, 517-768-0043, or you can drop me an email, and that's at barry.malek@cnbb.bank.
Awesome.
All
We'll
right.
see you this weekend as CNB sponsors the 20th
Yes.
annual. Talk a little bit about why that's been so important for you guys at CNB to be part of this.
Thanks, Andy. You know, CNB is a community bank, and the community events and our community initiatives are so important to us as an organization. But we put so much volunteer time as well as sponsoring great events like this one. And this event has been so well attended, and it's grown so much. And it's, if you just want to get together with community and see people and enjoy a wine or a craft beer or buy some wonderful art, we're really proud and honored to be able to sponsor this event.
Yeah, well, we are certainly happy that you guys do that, making the community a better place. Thanks today for stopping in and giving us all that great advice.
Thanks, Andy and
Thank
Jennifer.
you.
Good to see you.
Barry Malek from County National Bank. More of the show right after this. Stay with us.